Hey y'all, I hope that you're all staying safe and that you all have a really nice Easter tomorrow. I thought I'd just pop on real quick because I was gonna kind of talk about my theme of the week here. I haven't been super great about being on social media, but I promise I'll get better next week. Do you see that? I was trying to figure out what that was. Anyways, I just thought I'd talk about my theme of the week, and that is warming up. Earlier this week, I started working out again because I'm not on my feet as much as I usually am, teaching lessons and being really active at the barn. I'm still going and taking care of them and riding and training, but it's funny when you don't have as many lessons to teach, you kind of like cut down the amount of physical activity you're doing. I don't know. So I started working out again, and all winter I'd been working out, but I would try to get it done in like 20-30 minutes, so I never really gave myself a good warm-up. And this week, when I did my warm-up, I added like 2 minutes of running right at the beginning, and I was a little bit nervous because I thought that it was really tough and I'd be really sore. I'm sorry, it's just a really beautiful day. I don't know if you can see all that. Maybe not. Wait. No? Maybe. Anyways, we got company. Good boy, Bunky Pants. Let's cut across the field. Where was I? Right, so, I am gonna switch the screen, I think. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, so, two minutes of running, and I thought the workout was gonna be really tough on me, especially since I haven't done it in a while, and it ended up being a lot easier, and I was able to do more reps and increase my weight and all of that, and I was like, wow, I should warm up more often. And then I rode a client horse in the middle of the week, and because of the whole situation, they're not in work consistently, those horses, but I got on this particular client horse, and we just kind of did like a warm-up where I literally walked him on trails. Like, I wasn't even on him, I just walked him on foot on trails for like 20-30 minutes, and then I got on him, and even though he'd been kind of inconsistently in and out of work, he rode so beautifully. I felt like I was riding a Grand Prix dressage horse. And then and that horse is in his teens, I think. And then I've been riding Bunkman, and this time of year when they're in lessons, we hop on after about 10 minutes, and we do like 10-20 minutes of warm-up, and he's lazy and he's sluggish in the ring and blah blah blah, but because I don't have lessons and I'm only riding once a day, I throw in like a 20, 30, 45 minute warm-up where we just ride on some nice interesting trails and get him kind of loose and ready to go. And the improvement I've seen is so dramatic. He is picking up both leads much more consistently and all that, so that's pretty cool. So I guess the theme of the week is warming up, because I've been reminded about that from my experiences, but warming up is so integral, and we just forget about it because we all have limited schedules, right? We don't have 2-3 hours to just hop on our horse and go. We typically have 20-30 an hour, so what I would say is save those short rides for the week when you're busy, and then carve out 1 or 2 days a week where you can have like a nice long couple-hour ride and spend most of that time in the front end just walking. Bunky says it's time to get off, Mom. Spend that time walking and really spending in some time to warm up your horse, and do your hard work on those days. And then on the days when you don't have that much time to warm up or cool down, just do a quick little lesson. Don't just hop on your horse, especially if they are in really limited turnout. And when I say limited turnout, I mean a lot of people around here, they turn out their horses all day long, but the horses are in usually like dry paddocks this time of year, and they're sitting around their hay feeder all day. They're not moving around. They're not really moving the way that they're supposed to. Horses, if you turn them out right now, they would walk 20-25 miles a day just to find food and keep moving, and that's sort of their natural sort of progression. But the way that we keep them, they just want to stand around. They don't really have anywhere to go. Their food is right there, their water is right there, so they sit around. And so when you pull them out, you're pulling out a rusty tractor, right? You want to keep your cars and your vehicles moving. You don't want to let them sit too long and get rusted up. And it's the same thing with your horse. And it's good for them mentally as well. You walk your dog every day. Your dog might have a yard and be able to go to play outside, but you still walk him every day. It's the same thing with your horse, So make sure you give them that time where they can just walk out, stretch, let off some kind of like mental steam. And I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot here, but I do remember reading, where did I read this? That it takes like 10 minutes for the synovial fluid in their joints to kind of get flowing, especially after they've been sitting still or sitting in a stall or whatever. So I'm going to leave this with you. If you don't warm up your horse regularly, you are making their joints work on surface that isn't really super well lubricated. So yeah, that's kind of my tip of the day, is don't forget your warm-ups, and they're really, really important. You'll see a really dramatic improvement, especially for horses that don't have great top lines, older horses. And if you have a younger, fitter horse, just think about protecting their joints long term. Make sure you do a lot of warm up. And I'm going to say, don't just warm up, in circles in the ring all the time. Think about going out on a nice trail ride to start with. Really, really can't recommend it enough. So anyways, I'm sorry, I probably talked your head off, and I just want to share some really beautiful scenery with you. And then, like I said, please be safe, and I hope you have a beautiful Easter.